Well, good morning. It's Monday morning. First thing Monday morning, always a time when you don't really know what you're going to do. You have some ideas, I have some ideas. I don't know how it's going to pan out. Now what I want to do, I've actually over the weekend I've primed this little canvas, a very small canvas, and I want to start off this morning by painting a picture that I painted some time ago. You're going to see half of it there, down the bottom here. This was painted in acrylic and I painted this 2 years ago. It's very crude, see the little fish there are very crude, but it's got some real charm. It's a Porthcurno again, light blues here and these lovely little flowers. I thought it was too pretty at the time, but now actually I think it's charming and I can do a better job than that in oil. But what I'd like to do is do it in these pinks. I got this off the internet, I just thought the sun and these lovely pinks would be something that I haven't done before and I'd like to learn how to do. So over the weekend I've been struggling with the back of the primer of the canvas. Now I've tried orange and then painting on top, and that didn't work, although it seems like it should do. And then I tried green, hooker's green with white, and then tried painting these pinks over the top, and that didn't work. And now I've gone for more of a raw umber. So let's see where I go. This is sometimes a good way to start the week, because I know the creative process needs to be unleashed, but you've got to start somewhere. And sometimes it's just good to start on something that you had in your head that you want to do, and then the creative process will just hopefully take you somewhere else where it wants to go. But this seems like a good way to start the week. So I'm a little bit tense. I've had a little bit of coffee, just a couple of cups to wake me up in the morning. That's just the way it goes. So I'll leave all the fine detail till later. But I'm okay to paint the base of this painting. So we'll start by putting in the cliffs, and they're going to go in roughly, just using a yellow ochre, roughly about there, look, and then about there. Porthcurno is such a lovely spot. And then I'll put one down about there as well. I love Porthcurno. Then you've got the jug is sitting on something down there. You have a jug, beach coming down here. These fabulous rocks. There. I'm probably going to have the flowers coming up to there. Very small this, I don't usually paint this small. 16 by 16 is my usual small size. Okay. Quite small, isn't it, this jug? That's going to be quite small, that. A bit bigger, I don't know. Don't get that in. This is too big enough. No, don't get that in now. Let's raise it up a bit. It's just too small. Okay. Very rounded, isn't it, that jug? It's a very feminine jug in that respect. It needs to be rounded out. So this construction of the painting is quite important. Having said that, I can still just rub it down. Straight. Right, that's good. That looks good. It's kind of pointing up slightly. Hopeful poise. Good. That should do it. Right, now then, the tricky part. Okay. Right, okay. So, pinks. I've got a vermilion pink, and I'm using Naples yellow. Yellow down there. I'll also be using cobalt blue and gentle or prism violet. I expect I'll have to do this in 3 or 4 sittings, I would imagine, just to get that colour, because it's such a tricky... I haven't done this before. Put a bit of white down, because if you put some white into that vermilion, it should make it stand out a bit more as a pinky colour. Is that going to do it? Ah, yes, that's very strong, isn't it, with the white? That is very strong. I'll have to rub in a little space for the sun. Okay. And then does that have... That's kind of greenish, it's almost green, isn't it? Just down here you have these... How are you going to get that? I don't know. Very experimental, this, for me. Very experimental. So now you're going to get the very light colours. Now actually I've been on the internet myself and looked at how people paint, and they all seem to know what they're doing. Very frustrating because I don't really know what I'm doing, I just need to learn as I go along. It would have that sort of... Which is good really, because once I've got it, I've got it. The sea, it's quite dark, I notice. It's almost got some, it's not even that. I don't think it's that even. I think it's got red in it. Very dry, this canvas. Oh, I just dipped my brush into the turbs. And I wanted to keep it fairly dry. Because if you go too wet, it's not the effect I was looking for. Got greens in it. I don't know where to put the greens. I would like the greens to be underneath, but so I don't quite. I mean, that feels natural for them to be underneath somewhere, poking through. I don't know how to do that either. So just let's see that. Definitely have some blues at the top there, where it was cobalt blue is always a cobalt blue. You can't buy cheap cobalt blue. You can't use student quality cobalt blue, unfortunately. It's got no pigment in it. You want to use expensive cobalt blue if you want to use cobalt blue, which is a bit of a shame because it is dreadfully expensive. Seriously, it's expensive, but there's no alternative. Not even Alkyd will do it. Somewhere you've got a space for a sun. I'm going to put that sun about there, so I can just dip into the white. I thought white spirits. It's actually turbs. My sun is going to go there, and that's going to be yellow. That's going to be yellow. So I'm going to take that out. I'm also going to take out here. Yeah. So I'm going to have to rub that out. Like that. And that. Right, and that. Okay. Right. Let's keep that. Right. And that's going to be that. So we're going to put in the yellow. Well, I don't know. I guess you could try it. Just if I can, just rub into that a little bit more. Just to get. I noticed there's some clouds in there. Beautiful white clouds in there